I see you being very critical of the president's latest moves, and we can argue that, and perhaps there are some arguments to be made there. But what about going in the first place, and what about churning the hate? What about taking the Sunnis out of leadership positions in 2003? What about the fact that there might have been some parts of this that are on the previous administration that could be relitigated as well?
Well, what about the fact that we had it won? What about the fact that people like me said we've got to fire Rumsfeld, we've got to get the surge going? Yes, we did, finally. And what about the fact that General Petraeus had the conflict won thanks to the surge? And if we'd left the residual force behind that we could have, we would not be facing the crisis we are today. Those are facts. Those are fundamental facts. Now, I expected you and others to blame it on all these different events. The fact is we had the conflict won. And we had a stable government and a residual force such as we have left behind. We even have forces in Bosnia, Korea, Germany, Japan, where we could have, but the president wanted out, and now we are paying a very heavy price. And I predicted it in 2011. You can go back and look at the quotes.
Big picture, Senator, let me check off some boxes here, and you correct me if I'm wrong. You would have us in Iraq with a stabilizing force that could somehow prevent what's happening there, which is a complete meltdown. Afghanistan, and
yes,
we would be well into Syria right now as well, correct?
Oh, Afghanistan? You're going to see the same thing happen in Afghanistan if we don't leave a residual force behind.
So we're going to be in Iraq and Afghanistan? And then we're also going into Syria, in your estimate? I mean, I'm just wondering, how long can we do this? How long can we do this? How long can you ask this of American troops and think it's okay? I just want to know. And I know, with all due respect, sir, you served and you paid a price. But how long can we do this?
With all due respect, do you think we ought to pull our troops out of Korea? With all due respect, do you think we ought to pull our troops out of Bosnia? We've made great sacrifice in order to stabilize the situation. And now by pulling out, we are leaving a vacuum, and all of those sacrifices have been made in vain.